Hello everybody, my name is Ivy and I hope you are doing amazing today. You look gorgeous. Just to get straight into it, this is my first time ever making a video on this YouTube channel, so I hope you guys are honored to be captured by this moment. In this video, I'm gonna talk all about my journey of being a colorful person and how I developed my own style. I'll also be giving you some advice, so I hope you are ready for it. Are you ready? Because I am. The first time I really started thinking about how I wanted to present myself is when I saw a few influencers coming by on my TikTok For You page. I was like, yeah, I like that. I noticed that she was really colorful, she is daring, she dares to be really, she's just a really bright person. And I was like, I want to be like her when I grow up. And then I realized, oh my god, I'm 18. I am grown up now. I can do whatever I want now. I have adult money. The first thing I did was going on Pinterest and creating a board of looks I loved. And the first thing I noticed is that I love color too. I like looking like a disco ball. I love it. And the way I will describe myself right now is a full rainbow because I am all about colors. I love it. Give me colors. And I started to recreate the looks on Pinterest with the clothes I already had, and I started wearing them for a couple of weeks, and I was like, yeah, I love it. I want more of this. The second thing I started doing is following more people with the same style as me, or at least the style I really wanted to dress like. And I started copying their looks and putting them in my Pinterest board as well. One of the influencers who really inspired me to be creative with my style and has really learned me that fashion is all about having fun, being you. Like, to be honest, there are no rules in fashion. The only rule, in my opinion, is that you don't have to offend other people with what you wear, but I'm not really into that, so I think I will be fine. And I just love her so much, and I met her once in a state very close to where I live. And I feel like that was the turning point of me being insecure and actually doing things because I got to talk to her. Her energy is amazing. I started yapping with her. I love that woman, and I was like, yes, if she can do this, I can do this. Step 3. I went jewelry shopping. Things I noticed is that in the adult section there is not much of color, mostly like silver and gold, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just noticed that it is not really me. So just for fun, just for experimenting, I started going to the kids section and I noticed there are way more colors in accessory, in jewelry, and I was like, okay, let's take a look if this will fit the style that I want. And it did. And I also noticed it was way cheaper because I'm really broke. I was really broke and I am really broke. So I love that fact. So I started giving myself a budget of 20 euros and picked the jewelry I liked the most and started wearing them every day. And I got lots of compliments from other people like, hey, this looks really good on you, and hey, I started noticing you feel more comfortable with it, and I started noticing that too. So obviously, I started wearing it more and more every day, and I really grew into it. So I bought more accessories, like fingerless gloves in multiple colors. I started buying funny glasses like these. Like, look at this print. It's a bit tight, but it's fashion, so I don't really mind it. I really started playing and having fun, which I enjoyed, and I still to this day really enjoy that because I learned that fashion has no rules. And I love that about fashion. And fun fact, right now I'm doing a fashion college because I love fashion a lot and I really want to develop myself in fashion. Obviously time flew, so it was time for step 4. It was not that I actually had like a guiding plan, but it's just for me that I wrote it down like that. Step 4 was actually getting into the basics because I am broke, I was broke then, and you can always dye your colors. So I started buying basics from the cheapest stores here in the Netherlands. And for the Dutch people, I started shopping at thrift stores. That's not only for Dutch people though, like I believe anywhere there are thrift stores. I started buying things at the Hema, at the Zeeman, the Vibra, and the Kick. And those are, in my opinion, one of the most underrated stores for colorful basic things. And if you don't like it, you can always dye it with color dye for clothing. So I don't think that's a huge problem. I started doing that, just slowly wearing colors, and I noticed that I felt happier with it. Then I bought my first time ever a printed pair of pants, which were like really bright, and it was not like a army green, it was bright neon green, and I loved it. I felt so much confidence in that pants, wearing it, styling it, and I felt myself, and I was like, yeah, this is me. And also other people started noticing again that I got more happier, more confident. Then I was like, nah, this is not enough. So I actually planned a date where I got to shop, gave myself a budget. I went shopping with my Pinterest board because honestly I was still a little bit lost about combining, not really like lost, but really insecure. And like Pinterest board for me is like, if they can dress like that, you can dress like that. Like, you know, like a reminder. And I started like buying it, obviously the cheaper version because I'm broke. I went home and styled it in the very beginning exactly like the people on my boards. But then later on, I got more of a feeling into it. I was like, yeah, no, leave those boards alone just for inspiration. But for now, I'm going to play with my style. That worked for me a lot. I got more compliments from strangers. And I have lots of friends now who I've met because of my clothing style. The stores where I got my jewelry from and my basics in general for the more international people are thrift stores, the H&M, the Zara, the TK Maxx, the Bershka, the Primark, the New Yorker. Those are the things I bought my clothing as very first, and always in the outlet section because then you can buy way more things. And for somehow the pearls of clothing are only coming out in the sales in my opinion, which is really sad because why not all year round? Do I have to suffer all year round with all kind of beige clothing? There's nothing wrong with that, it's just not my clothing style. And then whenever everyone wants to get rid of their shit, then I can get slay AF, which I don't mind because looking slay on a budget is like whatever I like, you know. But it was pretty sad because I always struggle whenever I need clothes because some clothes of me broke or whatever. It's just nowhere to find any fun stuff, and that's hurting me so much. Anyways, that was my fans. Next thing I did is started posting my looks on TikTok and on Instagram as well. Like very first on TikTok because I feel like there's more engagement there and the algorithm is loving me a little bit more there. So I started posting it, and actually I took TikTok seriously for more like 6 months now, and I've met the most amazing people, and I'm so grateful for all the people I've met. And a lot of people are so supportive in my clothing style, and I've met other people who have the same clothing style as me, who I can inspire them and they can inspire me, and I love that. I've like a beautiful community of people with the same kind of vibe as me, and TikTok really helped me and saved me with developing my style. So if you see this, I love you, babes. Obviously time went on, and like lately, like a couple months ago, I started noticing that if you combine the right prints on each other, it can look so funky and fun. For example, here I have like tie-dye sleeves, and here I have like a funky printed legging, which I love, and I just feel more comfortable combining it. Actually, this is like a print as well too. It's more like a tie-dye with cats on it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm so fan of my clothing style. And that is the goal, you know? That is the goal, being obsessed with your clothing style, because if you are not confident in your clothing style, who is? You need to be your best inspiration. Period. If I have to describe my clothing style, I would definitely say bright, colorful, funky, prints, lots of prints, and I will definitely say that I want to be a fashion icon on my own way and feel comfortable in just being me. Period. And right now I'm on the point where I want to learn how to design my own clothing, my own jewelry, my own bags, and I really hope to take you guys on a journey with me because I love meeting creative people, and I really hope to see you next time. Bye!